friends, the last class we were discussing the verbal participle. What is a verbal participle? A verb which requires another verb to complete the sense. That is to say, there are two verbs. The first verb is incomplete. The second verb is complete. That is to say, the second verb has the action, the tense marker and the person marker, whereas the first verb is incomplete in the sense that it does not indicate the details of the subject. It remains incomplete in the sense that it requires another verb which will be complete in its form. These four are the tense markers of the past: it, and in. When we started studying past tense, we did make use of a few sets of verbs which underwent some change while accepting these tense markers. Let us proceed that way. Va, Vasit, Gain. What will be the outcome? Va becomes Va first and accepts it, and then takes a suffix to ease the pronunciation. It becomes Vande. Now, for verbal participle, I cut this. So, it is one. I add a suffix to make it at least produce some sense. Vandu, having come. It is incomplete in the sense that the action is still continuing. So, this needs another verb to complete the sense. Vandu ponan. This is a finite verb, a complete verb. It has an action, it has a tense marker, that is past tense, and a person marker, third person singular, human being. So, naturally I will put the subject as Avan Vandu ponan. This is the verbal participle. This sort of verb, this form of verb, this form of incomplete verb needs another verb. It has its own role to play in the formation of a sentence. Here I have taken up the past tense marker. While combining, I introduced another sound related to this hard sound or plosive. So this is Vandu Ponam. Let us have a few more examples so that it will be easy for you to remember and also practice. And I think it is the right time to go in for full sentences. Now that you know the nouns, verbs, their tenses, singular and plural, and combinations, conjunctions, and all derivations, you must be able to follow a sentence expressed or written, and also will be able to produce sentences of your own. நீ வீட்டிலிருந்து எப்படி வந்தாய்? Is it clear? நீ வீட்டிலிருந்து எப்படி வந்தாய்? It's a question mark. Why? This is an interrogation. நீ வீட்டிலிருந்து, I have used a case marker here. Veedu is the noun. I have used the locative case. வீட்டிலிருந்து from house. Vandai. Okay. This is second person singular in the past tense. Yappadi is how. நீ வீட்டிலிருந்து எப்படி வந்தாய்? So if I translate it into English, it will be, how did you come from home? What will be the answer? நான் வீட்டிலிருந்து நடந்து வந்தேன். நான் வீட்டிலிருந்து நடந்து வந்தேன். Here you have second person singular in the interrogation, and the answer will be நான் வீட்டிலிருந்து நடந்து. What is this? Nada, to walk. Vandeen, past tense, because this is in the past tense. நான் வீட்டிலிருந்து நடந்து வந்தேன். This is an answer for this question. Here you have two verbs. One is incomplete, and nada is to walk. Nada takes this tense marker and accepts this sound and also another suffix u, nadandu vandeen, like vandu ponan of a previous example. Nadandu vandeen. So here you find that there is an answer and the method has been explained, and this gives you the actual action and also the tense and all that. இப்போது காடுகள் அழிந்து வருகின்றன. A complete sentence. இப்போது, now, காடுகள், காடு is forest. I use the plural suffix. காடுகள். அழி is a verb. To get destroyed. அழிந்து வருகின்றன. வருகின்றன present tense. காடுகள் subject. காடுகள் is in the plural. So naturally the verb ends with the plural suffix. காடுகள் அழிந்து வருகின்றன. அழி to get destroyed. It takes the past tense form. The tense marker is it and it undergoes a change. அழிந்து வருகின்றன. இப்போது காடுகள் அழிந்து வருகின்றன. I replaced another noun. I brought in another noun replacing the காடுகள். இப்போது மரங்கள் அழிந்து வருகின்றன. மரம் is a tree and I added the plural suffix மரம் plus கள் மரங்கள். You find a change here. So I am trying to remind you all the lessons we have already done. இப்போது மரங்கள் அழிந்து வருகின்றன. Here is an adverb of time, the action, the subject. So the verbal participle is one which requires two verbs. The first one is incomplete and the other one is complete. Shall take up the next tense mark. Un to eat. It takes up it. It becomes undu. Undu. Vandan. Vandan past tense. So naturally the subject would be avan. Avan undu vandan. Undu having eaten. Vandan came. He came after eating. Undu vandan. This is the past tense form and this is the verbal participle. Nil is to stand. Kul is to kill. Well is to win. shall is to go. All these are familiar. So all these verbs end with l and naturally accept this tense marker r. When this tense marker is to be added, they undergo a change. So it will be nindru. This will be kondru. And this will be vendru. And this will be shendru. Nindru po, stand and go. Kondru va, kill and come. Vendru va, win and come. Shendru va, go and come. Here I want to introduce a habit that's followed. When someone is taking leave, he doesn't simply say non pogirane. It is not considered auspicious. Non pogirane, I go. To say like that when taking leave is supposed to be inauspicious. So he would say, poi varugirane. So also the man who bids farewell to him would say, poi va. Po is one verb, va is another verb. So how to combine these two? Naturally this must be assuming another form. So what will be the past tense form? In. We have already seen that. Po in plus on, po in on. Now you leave out this, retain this, and then convert it. This is a strange case. That's why I am introducing it. Poi will be the participle form. Poi, verbal participle. Wow. Po is the action. In is the past tense marker. We bring in some changes and it becomes poi. Poi va. Indru poi va. Poi va is an expression which is considered to be auspicious while bidding farewell to somebody. Poi va. Now I bring in a small change. Indru poi nalai va. This is a famous quotation from Kamban's Ramayanam. Indru poi porku nalai va. That's the term. Indru poi nalai va. Go today and come tomorrow. Here I said poi va, it's a verbal participle. Here I split it. the first verb remains incomplete. The second verb is complete. Indru poi, nalai va. Put together, they denote two actions. One is to be performed today and the other is to be performed tomorrow. So in one sentence, I have made use of two times, 2 days, that is today and tomorrow, introduced two verbs and also explained the verbal participle by keeping the first verb incomplete. Indru poi nalai va. Suppose I retain this, change the subject and change the order of the verbs. This third person singular avan, indru. Here I make use of the verb va instead of po. Here I make use of the verb po. Poi va. Indru poi nalai va. You go today and come tomorrow. Now I change the verbs. I bring in this va here and put this po here. What will be the form? Va naturally must have the past tense marker and plus u. Indru vandu is present tense. Indru vandu nalai tomorrow, future tense. So naturally this verb must be in the future tense. So what will be the tense marker? What will be the person suffix? On. Indru vandu nalai povan. Avan indru vandu nalai povan. These two sentences can be looked at simultaneously. You have to find the difference. I have used the present tense indru, future tense nalai, two verbs po and va. When I interchange them, the time remains the same, that is today and tomorrow. The subject is different and the forms are different. Here, po is incomplete and va is a complete verb. In this sentence, va is incomplete and po is complete. So, indru poi nalai va, addressing the second person. Avan indru vandu nalai povan, a statement with third person singular masculine gender as the subject. Today he comes and goes tomorrow. So this will be verbal participle. We have been studying sets of verbs. I have done it, and ir. I have also introduced the changes that this tense marker accepts, like changing into in and accepting it. And you must be remembering another set of verbs where this was doubled. Padi to read, kodu to give. This type of verbs will accept it and also get double. So, படித்து முடித்தான். Mudi to complete. He has completed reading that book. அவன் அந்த புத்தகத்தை படித்து முடித்தான். Padi to read, படித்து முடித்தான், mudi to complete. He has completed reading that book. அவன் அந்த புத்தகத்தை படித்து முடித்தான். So also this will be கொடுத்து மகிழ்ந்தான். மகிழ்ந்தான் to feel pleasant, to enjoy. He enjoyed giving. கொடுத்து மகிழ்ந்தான். He enjoyed giving or he found pleasure in giving. கொடுத்து மகிழ்ந்தான். Again you will find this is in the past tense. பாரி கொடுத்து மகிழ்ந்தான். Pari is a proper noun. It denotes a philanthropist of the Sangam age. Shall continue this class.